pull the truck back, get this headliner snatched out, get this sunroof fixed. I gotta show him that wheel light down there too. That's bad. And this light right here keep falling for some reason, so I'm gonna have to get some new headlights or something. I gotta show y'all the fabric. It's about to be tough. Oh, I gotta show you something. I forgot. Look right here.
What did I rip the strip off and everything?
Yep, look on this side. Yeah.
You get some bigger wheels.
Bad, bro. I'm supposed to be getting some this week. I'm gonna get some 22 by 14s. I'm gonna get some chromies. I got somebody begging me for these wheels, so I kind of got no choice. He keep texting me.
Yeah.
He texts me like every 2 days. You get wheels yet? You get wheels yet? Oh, the fabric. This the fabric right here. Yep. I had to see what it looked like. I was too thirsty.
Oh yeah.
That junk gonna look good, ain't it?
Yeah.
Bruh. Perfect. Damn. Dang, this car do got a big trunk though.
Huh?
This car do got a big trunk though.
The seats.
Or yeah.
Everything in here I've had to before. Like I had a generator, my tent.
And it probably save gas too, huh?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this is a good little
Honestly,
run around.
I'll be driving this more than I'll be driving.
Would you wrap this?
Huh?
Wrap it?
I thought about it. I got probably a little bit left of this sand. We got a bunch of that sand left.
Man, bro, wrap this and put beast fabs on it.
I know, I thought about doing that. I was gonna tint the windows today, but
Man, yeah, definitely. I would do that. This would be a good little run around. Save gas.
yeah. I was gonna like actually build it low key. Like I was gonna like wrap it, maybe put some pullovers on it.
What motor is in here?
I don't know, like 1.4 or something small.
Is it a 1.4 turbocharged? Or?
No. Yeah. It's just like it's a stock. It's slow. They barely.
Gotta tell them about the new.
Huh?
Gotta tell them about the new. I ain't here. I'm hungry, guys. I woke up and got straight to it. Straight to it. Say, can I show them the new?
New?
Yeah. Finally finna get this put out. You think I should still go with my idea with the molding?
With the molding?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you might as well keep the pillars too, because I'm doing all that. Dang, I'm gonna have to get another one of these. This one cracked.
like on your new speakers, you're gonna have to put, because like you said, you know what I'm saying, this is all it's doing is just making the connection. So we can either, you know what I'm saying, put a new connector. We can put those plug and play connectors that I normally get from the new one to the old one. That way you can still disconnect this and take this off later if you needed to. Same thing with these. We just wouldn't use any of these connectors. I'll just cut that one off and the other one off.
I think I should put speakers in here.
No, that's gonna be too small.
Like 2 inches, 2-inch speakers.
Yeah, but where it sits, like this ain't got enough room because this goes all the way in.
Oh, it's gonna be flat.
This is flat, so you ain't got enough room to put like a speaker in it because you ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying, the speaker will hit the top of it. And this is not even all the way in. I still gotta push that much. So
that ain't gonna work.
Yeah, this one just have to be a regular panel. But I mean, you could put them in here. You could do this one. That's what I was saying. If you want to do aftermarket, depending on, because I mean, hypothetically, you could put one here, like have it sit out here, and then have another one down here.
That would be tough.
So you could have two.
Would it be sticking out or would it be flush?
It'd be sticking out, but it's gonna be like flush as far as on top of that. Like, let me see. I don't think I have a speaker because I took them out.
Got the headliner pulled out. Everything's going pretty smooth so far. Pretty smooth. Gotta still take the sunshade out. Next is figuring out this sunroof. Turns out it was a rat living up there. So that's crazy. But gotta check and see if that motor still works. Speakers up there might be hard. I don't know, guys. I'm just trying to do something different, something I never done before. Just step out my comfort zone a little bit. Do something different. Oh. Don't you put them in here? This bitch dead.
I don't actually know where it's at. I had like a basically one. It had a smaller speaker in it, and I cut it a little bit bigger so it could fit the speaker in there. But that one's like that one's flat, so
like I don't want to be able to. I don't want it to be like where you can see the screws and stuff. Will it be like that? Like it being screwed into it? Yeah. Like you know how people be doing pods and they screw it into the door? I like where you can't see the screws. I don't like where you can see it screwed into where it's going into. You know what I mean? Like where it's like you can see it.
I mean, I could like basically like take all this out, cut everything down to where I need it to be, and then we could basically like put a piece of like MDF on the back, so then like, but then it would be countersunk, so then that way like you'd stick the speaker in here and then the speaker would be sunk down, but it's gonna have to screw into something.
Yeah,
so you could just get either like a different, you can get like a black,
you can't wrap suede over a screw, can you?
I mean,
it'd be like weird.
Yeah, because you're gonna have to put the speaker, like if you do suede, like if we do this suede, I gotta do all that work before. That way it's like the last thing that's gonna be is throwing the speaker in. But the speaker would sit counter flush into that hole, and then
because I kind of wanted it to be like this. Like,
yeah.
But if it has to sit out like the tweeter would, like a blocky looking, if it gotta sit like that, then it's fine. But I'd rather it sit like flush.
I mean, honestly, I could keep this here, and then we just put a speaker and then screw it to the back of this, and that way you wouldn't see this here, or this. It would just be that.
What, just the speaker?
Like it would be this grill. Yeah.
I don't know. I have to figure that out. I'm about to look up some stuff.
Yeah. I mean, either way, like I said, just let me know as far as.
If not, we're just gonna do it simple and just.
I mean, or yeah, I mean, you could just either, you know, we could undo these, pop this out, and then you just have this thing. Just put a speaker on the backside, like
Yeah.
if you just wanted to get rid of that.
But the tweeters, I don't care. Like, you know how the tweeters are built, like they blocky.
Yeah.
I don't care. That can sit. If we gotta cut a hole right here just for it to sit like bulky like this,
Yeah.
bridge or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
If it gotta sit like that, it can sit like that. This, I'm thinking it'll be kind of hard too if we got that bridge.
Well, I'm thinking if we countersink them, that's where I would say like it would look better like that.
Yeah.
Like, basically, you know, like we would cut the hole bigger here.
Yeah.
For the speaker, but then the like, as far as there, like when you look at the speaker like this,
Yeah.
you won't see it. It's gonna be flush.
It's gonna be flush.
Like the
yeah.
top of the speaker is gonna be flush into the actual panel itself.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying, you're still gonna have like the speaker itself showing out, you know what I'm saying, like wherever it's out, but you're gonna have screws in regardless.
Yeah.
But like I said, we could change the bolt heads to where you don't see the screws. So if they're like black screws, like depending on what color your speakers are, you know, you'll have either black screws in each four to hold it in place, or if you have a silver base.
Can't you get like
silver.
screw covers or something?
Yeah, you can get different, or you can get different color screws. You can get like, you know, green or purple.
I might just powder coat them if I had to. I'll throw them in the oven.
I mean, yeah, I guess you could do that too.
Or just paint them, or that would be bad.
Depending on what color it is, I mean, to be real with you, you're probably never really gonna see them. Like, to be honest with you, I just go on eBay and just get a color. Like, you can get anodized ones that are like that purple, whatever. Like, I don't know, to go through the process of like powder coating them would be a lot for some screws that you may not ever see. You know, like if they were like something that was gonna be like big, you know, like, you know, that you'd actually kind of see, then yeah, I'd see that. But like, you know, that just seems.
Yeah, I don't want to have silver screws just exposed.
Yeah, but you can get, like I said, you can get black screws, you can get purple screws, you can get, you know, like I said, I don't think, the silver ones, you can get away from the silver. Like, I was gonna put some in those wheels over there, like they're like just regular, they're like orange, but they have.
Oh, you talking about on the barrel connecting to the lip? Yeah.
I was gonna do gold or something. I don't know what I was thinking about doing, but.
You still gonna polish them?
I don't know yet. I wanted to, but since the Jeep ain't really doing what it needs to do right now, I'm kind of like.
They won't fit on that truck, will they?
What?
Those wheels. Or you going for a different look?
Yeah. And that's 6 lug, those 5 lug. So those definitely don't fit. But yeah, they
Oh yeah, this. I forgot what we do with this. Got to decide if I want to put speakers in the middle.
So you do want to do that?
If it's possible, I want to, but if it's too much, no.
I mean, I can. I just can't start recovering that until I get the speakers, really. Get the speakers gotta be. That's what I was saying about those. Everything's gotta be
cut first,
and that way everything's gonna fit whenever it goes back together.
You think you could really mold something, or?
I mean, yeah. Like, depending on how many speakers you want right there, I could build something out of it. I mean,
probably 3.
Yeah.
Or I might just be simple and do 2.
We might even just have like a little, like a.
One right here, one right there.
What I might do is, like, even where those 2 things are, like maybe drill a hole and then see, because those would be lined up in the truck. So what I'll do is I'll maybe use those as bolts to hold the headliner up and that speaker rack. Like, maybe make something kind of different. Like, I'd fiberglass a piece, you know what I'm saying, that would like sit here.
Mm-hmm.
But then on the back side of it, like, may drill a hole, and then that way you'd either run like a nut and a bolt or like a washer or something, but it'd be a long enough one that would actually screw the whole rack into. So you could either take it off if you wanted it, or you could put it back on there. That way it don't like, you know, like I said, it would just fit here, but then we could still like.
Would it be made out of wood or something? Or would it be
I'd
fiberglass?
probably do it like. I mean, it actually would be good to do it out of like MDF, like some 1/4 inch MDF, and then or some birch, but that's just the birch is a little bit more expensive. But
what is MDF?
MDF is like it's like a particle board. It's basically more for like soundproofing. It really locks the like a lot of people end up building like sub boxes and speaker boxes and stuff. They'll do MDF first, and then they'll. Is
that like a material or a certain type of wood or something?
It's a certain type of wood.
Okay.
Yeah. Gotcha. It's a little bit more spongy. Like it gives it like a. It gives it like more. It can have the sound kind of bounce off it a little bit easier.
So where are you wiring the speakers to?
What you mean?
Like, how would that work? Like,
we'd have to. Well, everything's gonna have like. That's why it's kind of like trying to see how far you want to go into it, because like audio can kind of get. It can get expensive, because like to run, let's just say even your tweeters, even your subs, 3 more speakers here, you know, we're gonna either have to have, for one, battery power. That's gonna be the main thing. Is gonna not have your truck die if you start anywhere, you're parked anywhere, and you're playing music.
And the lights.
Right, and the lights. So then you also gotta have an amp. So if you're gonna have, you know, and then we want to see how do you want to turn it on as far as. So
amp. So should I get an amp that covers everything, or should I get an amp for this and then get an amp for for like.
Most people do it like that, because the tweeters and like their highs have to be tuned 2 different ways. Yeah. So you can also, but you still have to have like a, you know, you can get like a frequency thing. Like I have one. It's like a.
I feel like you showed me the one you had.
Yeah.
It's what does it look like?
It's like a little orange.
It's a cylinder type.
It's like an epicenter thing or something that they call it. I can't remember what they call it, but like it's basically like you can go and tune each speaker however you want to. Like it's some kind of. It's like a process.
Is it that thing where if you don't want bass in your door speakers, that's the thing you use?
Yeah, you could tune that out. And
yeah.
Like that.
I need to get that anyway, because I don't want bass going through my door. So.
And then like speaker wiring, so like to your amps, like I would highly recommend, especially if you're gonna be doing all that 0 gauge wire.
Yeah.
It's just gonna help push the power to your amps, and then they're not starving to where you go into protect mode or they get too hot.
So I should get individual amps.
Yeah, so you need to just see like how, cause like even especially with the headliner, cause also if you want to do the stars, because that's another thing I'm thinking about too. If we mold this to where like you have, it's either gonna be something that can be removed, or it's something that's like, because if not, you're just gonna have a whole block of stars missing. You know what I'm saying? When you put that rack in there, or we could do the box in stars and then just make a separate.
That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to do like where the suede is flowing.
Yeah.
But I just don't know how. Like, how far is it gonna stick up? Like, because
I mean, depending on what speakers you get. Like, if you get like a flush mounted speaker, then you won't need it won't need to sit that high.
I was gonna get the same door speakers, the 6.5. So should I get?
I mean, you can. I mean, I don't know. I just like 8s.
So I should get 8s.
I mean, I think 8s would be. You could put 3 8s right there, and run it like that.
I'm thinking about doing 2 speakers. I ain't gonna lie. Cause I don't know. I'm kind of looking.
I do 2 10s. Then I put 2 like nice size 10s.
And they'll hold up there.
Well, yeah. Depending on how we want to run it. If we want to build that separate box.
Cause I don't want to do the separate box. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay, well.
I kind of want it to be.
So it's all gonna be.
Yeah, like
molded into this.
I want when you get in there, that motherfucker, the stars is rolling with it. It's like you can take your hand and that mug going along it, like you know what I'm saying. Ain't no split. You know what I'm saying.
Well, that's where I'm just gonna try to have to figure out, because the problem is that we're have to figure out one way of even where those 2 things are right there. Yeah. You're gonna have to either have like, we could put a different washer on it with a different screw. But it's gonna have something's gonna have to hold that headliner up right there because it's gonna be too heavy with the speakers.
Yeah, that's why I'm like.
That's why I was even saying the separate box idea, because then the box would bolt up to the roof, and then it wouldn't be, you know, that. But like I said, where those two holes are, that would be a good spot to where, again, we have to keep those two holes, and then it'd have to be a screw with like a different. You could find again different washers.
Yeah, you can find a thick screw.
Yeah,
in there for sure.
But we could run like a.
Is this a screw spot too?
Yeah. So we could do all three of those, and that would be enough to like fill up, you know, to hold that whole area where the speakers go in.
So what if we do something in a V shape, maybe? Would that be? Could we do that? Since follow that pattern, might have to do one speaker. If I had to, I'd do one speaker. I really want to do something different, like.
Well, are you wanting the speakers to face backwards or forward?
No, forward.
Forward. So then, like, if you're doing it, then I would have like, this is gonna be angled.
They're not. They don't got to be like overly angled. They could be like flush a little bit. Like this bridge right here.
Yeah.
It can go up like a little bit more, and then.
So you want them in the back or you want them in the front? Or you want them like in the middle area?
Like in the middle.
Because those you're gonna have to take out.
But if we do that screw idea, then unless you recreate those holes or something.
Or we could do that too, to be real with you, and it honestly would save a lot of time. Basically take these two things out, take these air vents out,
Yeah.
and you just won't have rear air vents.
That's cool.
And then we'll just cut these holes bigger to fit a 10 or an 8, and then you can run 2 of those in each of those. So then it'll just be here and there, but then it'll be flush because you won't see, you know what I'm saying? Like then it'll flow with the whole headliner. Honestly, I think cheaper, and
that's honestly what I'd rather do. I like flush.
Yeah.
Like, and it'll
almost
flow
looks
with the whole
factory,
idea.
but it isn't factory.
Yeah.
So we'll just replace these, and then that way everything else will still bolt up. We may have to still, wherever we put these speakers.
Is there something behind that or no?
No, it's the it's the air vent thing.
What does it look like in here?
Huh?
Would it cause a problem in here?
So we're gonna have to cut the rear, like this part out, wherever it's going to the rear speaker. Actually, no, there is nothing there, cause it's on that thing. Like basically, it channels the whole air all the way through. So the air goes.
My AC line to the back is cut anyway.
Well, see this whole thing? So the air goes in here and it pushes all the air.
So it just flows in one spot.
So it can't go nowhere but out this
So
way.
can we cut a hole right here and just so it has somewhere to go?
So basically, I mean, we could just honestly, like right here, wherever that speaker is, we're just gonna cut around here. And then do the same thing around here. And then that way, where the speaker's gonna come up here, they'll sit here, and then we can block off this. So actually, once we plug this back up, well, you still wouldn't have rear AC, but these AC vents would still work.
Okay.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
We're just gonna be eliminating this little section right here.
That's cool. That's just about where Junior sit anyway. So.
Yeah. So this would be the back seat. This is third row.
Okay.
So those would still technically work, and then we'd have the speakers here, there. Now we just have to figure out. Like I said, I may have to drill like holes, and we'll probably have to run bolts to hold those speakers up into the roof.
Like recreate these.
Kinda. But these we'll have the other thing still in there, and then these like the speakers are still gonna sit on top, kind of like how these are. But they'll be like flush how these are. You'll have literally like the little ring on the outside, and then.
Would you be able to make that a LED, or would that just be stars around it?
I could put an LED around it. I would have to try to figure out how to do that, but it just depends.
Nah, I might do stars and just have the player. Keep it player. I ain't gonna do that.
The stars would be sick, but I also do think, I mean, the LED ring would be kind of too tight because it's.
I'm gonna think about that.
It ain't. I ain't seen it, but I'd definitely be.
I see that a lot. Well, single cabs, not really. You know, Tahoes, but
yeah. But you'd only need 2 rings, so they're really like not. They really wouldn't be that like expensive.
Might just do it. Might just do it.
You could remove them later if you wanted to.
Might just do it.
But
and I definitely want to put BGP in the headliner. Okay. Like, that's no question.
Okay. All right.
That's why I wanted to get 1300, so it'll look good and make sense.
Oh, I guess you said you're gonna wait on those other pillars.
Which ones?
These to figure out what you want to do.
Speakers.
Yeah, the speakers.
Yeah.
Unless you want to get some tweeters. Cause
No, those I'm definitely doing tweeters.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to do like a big ass speaker right there.
Yeah. And then you're gonna find the speakers for those.
Yeah.
All right. So then it'll be that. Then like you said, you got more fabric coming.
I'll probably have to get 2 more sets of fabric, will I? Because that fabric is probably just gonna be enough to do that.
Probably. Let's say, cause those are really about 3 to 4 yards. That's what you need. Just like almost 120 feet.
Yeah, that one's 122.
Yeah. So,
I was gonna get another roll of that. I wasn't even just gonna get a small roll. I was gonna get a bigger roll, just like that.
So yeah, I guess that's really what you need right now. Is just really the speakers, so because I wouldn't be able to cut them until I have to test fit them in there.
And then so that's 0 gauge wire.
And then your amps, depending on what you're gonna run. I'd say I'd probably start there, like, because even with just the stars and the other thing, we could, you know what I'm saying, that's still going to take a little bit of a project.
What?
As far as, like, putting the speakers and then recovering
yeah.
it, and then putting the stars in, you know, and then having it to where the speakers mount up. Because like I said, I have to try to put them in there and see how it's going to, once I get the headliner and them cut out,
See how it's going to fit.
There, how it's going to mount or what it's going to need to.
So that will depend on if you have to make a bracket or some type of molding.
Yeah,
okay.
Well, I think we'll be okay because honestly, if you get flush mounted speakers, then you'll have enough room to like where we don't have to do a whole lot of. But we still have to attach the speakers somehow. So.
See, you saying that I've never even heard of that.
What?
Flush mounted speakers.
Yeah, so they just got like a thin, like, you know, typically on speakers if they're like they got a heavy battery on the back.
Yeah,
that's
what I'm thinking
more
about.
Power, more, you know, like it is gonna produce like that, but certain areas you can't put all that big, so it'll be thinner.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't even know how much power I even want up there yet because I'm still trying to visit in my head.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want 400, 200. I was thinking about doing 200 because the door speakers are already gonna be 400.
Are you gonna want them to play all the time?
No, I was gonna do a switch.
Okay, yeah.
Because you know, Junior gonna be sitting right there from just driving it. Right. I ain't want this shit blasting in his ear.
Yeah. Well.
And if I got older folk with me, like my mama be riding with me, Gene be riding, I don't want.
Yeah.
I gotta think about other people too.
So that's where it'd be kind of like two. Cause like those 8s you could run on, like if you're gonna run like do it like on a switch, then I'd put them on like their own amp. Cause in your regular radio, it's like your door speakers are gonna be for your head unit, and those are gonna be on when the radio's on. But then the switch, you have to put that to another amp. But I would just either add.
Cause with an amp, those are 400 watts each speaker.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be loud, so I'm not really worried about that.
Right. So I mean, but you're still having an amp to be able to remotely turn that.
So what size amp should I get?
Huh?
What size amp should I get for all 400?
For all 400, you mean like both the speakers?
Yeah, because you got 800 and you got 800. So should I get a 2,000 watt amp or like a 1,500 watt amp?
You try to run the door speakers with that too?
Like on the same amp?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
However, I'm supposed
That's what I was saying. You can't. If you want them to run on the same, like, then yeah, you could tie those speakers up to where your door speakers are. Then you would tune that amp to running all that, but then those speakers will all time be on.
Okay, got you.
You have to have a separate amp and a different remote to be able, like for my stunt wall, I could play the music on the inside, but that was running through my head unit and all those speakers. But then if I wanted a stunt wall to play, I had to switch, but I had to run a whole different amp to cut that on and cut it off. Because it's going to kill the power once your remote wire that cuts that amp on is going to go to that separate thing. And then the more speakers you add, you got to put more power to it, like with the amps.
So get a 1500 watt amp. I'm glad it's a big truck. I got a lot of space for this stuff. So I get a 1500 watt amp for the.
So that's another thing too. Like we got to look at, because even if we get 4 or 5 amps, just building, you got to build some kind of amp rack, you know, to be able to hold the amps in place so that you don't damn when you're driving the shit going everywhere.
Yeah.
And then running all your wires to the batteries, where we're gonna put the batteries.
Well, we definitely can put another one in the hood.
Right. So you could have that second off. You need a second battery.
That'd be one of the first things I get, honestly.
And then you need an alternator, like a high output alternator. It's just gonna be a little bit better as far as, you know, sound quality, and just again the power. The more power you can put to your amps to where they're not starving is gonna limit all that high crap. You know what I'm saying? Like all the stuff that's just the static, you know, it's just when you turn it up, it's so distorted. Huh?
You talking about the battery?
Yeah, like the more power you have, like if you just run it off of the first battery and then you try to put all them speakers to that battery, it's gonna be starving.
Oh yeah, no, I don't want to do that.
So it's gonna be, you turn it up, it's gonna distort it, or it's gonna start cutting out.
And your lights be dimming.
Yeah. And everything, you can't. That's what I'm saying. Like the more speakers we add, the more, you know, you're gonna have to get another amp for this. Well, another amp requires, we need another space to put that amp. So either we gotta build a amp rack wall to where when you fold the seats down, you can get to it. That's another thing too. You got to be able to like also accessibly get to your amps in a state of emergency.
I was thinking about maybe we can put the amps in here.
What?
In the sidewalls.
Well, no, because then you got to pull those. You got to pull those panels off if you have an issue. Think of when you got to tune the amp. You got to go. You got to pull this whole thing off. And if you have a speaker in here, now you got this. You know what I'm saying? Yanking off. Like you really need to be like, you fold the seats down on the rear.
We can do that.
You can have the amp. Like I know one guy that had the stunt wall. He had the whole wall all the way across here, but then the whole back side of that was his amp wall. So he had like 1, 2, 3, 4 amps or running whatever, and then he had all his wires running underneath the seats and everything to come up into the amps. But he could fold the seats down and adjust the audio and do what he needs to do without having to, damn, I gotta pull this whole thing off just to get to that amp, you know. And it's just like a fire hazard too. If something is starting to catch or burn or whatever, it's like, damn, I gotta get all the way there to do that. I'd rather just be right here. I can yank something off or pull this wire out or something. But that's probably what I would do. So it's just gonna be a lot of planning into doing like a full build, but it is a full build.
Yeah.
You know, so that's
it's winter time.
Right. So that's where it's kind of like, all right, you know, we can network everything. You know,
so what size amp should I get?
See, that's where, like, I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm not
too savvy.
I'm not too savvy when it comes to, I know how to hook it up and make it all work.
Yeah.
But like
that's the easy
tuning
part.
it and knowing like, the numbers, I don't have the years.
I might go to a sound shop. I still got to get my radio put in.
Right. I mean, yeah.
And I got 360 cameras to still put in here.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, that's the only thing that I don't really, like I said, I can hook everything up, I can get it to work, operate, play. It can play sound, but as far as like, you know, getting it to do, you know, tuning every speaker, that's another thing too. Like, you know, if you got a certain, there's people that run certain amps just for tweeters.
Yeah.
You know, because they're set at a different frequency. Then, you know.
See, I have to figure that out too then.
But that's why also too, I think a lot of people end up getting those epicenter things because you can really tune a lot of stuff within the system. So.
They got them knobs and stuff.
Yeah,
I feel like I know what you're talking about. I feel like I really know what you're talking about.
I think I got one.
You want them side panels, or you gonna
Huh?
You want them side panels, or we gonna wait? That's exactly what I was. That's exactly what I was talking about.
Yeah. This is what I was gonna put in my Tahoe, and then I was like, well, if I use it for anything, that's when I had the stunt wall. Cause I don't know why I like that. I like pulling up somewhere and turning on the music, and it's not distorted, and it actually like
sounds good.
And I like being the obnoxious person that they're like, turn that down.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, no.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about.
Yeah.
So I should get that, and with the amp.
Yeah, this is like, I have no clue about this. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna have to read the instructions and all that, but like, I just knew I needed to get it. So I was like, this changes all the different, like I said, the frequencies on the radio.
Yeah, as long as we get everything to have power,
Yeah.
I can take it up there and get it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Do what it need to do. And what's this, like some type of relay? Or is that
this is where you plug your wires into. So this is your 12 volt. This is gonna be your remote out wire. So this is gonna go, your remote out wire is gonna go to your amp.
Wire.
Your remote end's gonna come from the switch, then your ground. So yeah, you would run
This motherfucker hot.
Yeah, they're cool. But like, you gotta find somewhere to mount this. You know what I'm saying? Like, this has got to be mounted somewhere. Then you gotta run all your wires to here, and you're gonna have RCA cables running from each of these going to whichever amps that you got running. So now you gotta, it's like, you know, then you gotta go into, there's so many like little hidden things that are about to, like, even with audio, it's a money pit. Like, audio is, you can drop some bread and money.
For sure.
Like, in audio.
I don't even want it to be the best though. I just wanted it to be, I don't know, I just want to do something different.
Yeah.
I ain't never really like.
But I mean, you also too want it, like, even the wires and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
you want it all clean.
Yeah.
Like, not be, you open a door and you're at a show.
You're like,
You
oh.
just have all these wires in them. You know, so like wire loom, you can get colored wire loom. You can get.
Yeah, I don't want to see the wires at all.
Yeah.
Like, I just want it to be up to my standards. I don't want it to be like no crazy. You know what I'm saying? I just want it to be like, I want to come and look at it, and I'm like, yeah, like this is,
Right.
this is worth it. Like,
Yeah. So, but yeah, those pieces we can just, you know, like I said, I mean, it's still gonna be a good amount of work.
Oh yeah.
You know, getting even just those first parts. Anything too bad.
So my first order of business is getting those 8s.
Huh?
So first order of business is getting them 8s.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna need to do some research on what amps and stuff. But I'm gonna get the speakers first, and then once I have what I actually, because you know, once you get it, is what you actually gonna use. You're not thinking about and still indecisive.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna wait till I get the speakers and we got them in hand till I get the amp.
Yeah.
I just feel like it makes
Yeah,
more
because
sense.
I mean, we can run, like, even if they're not hooked up right now,
Yeah.
we can run the wires down to where I know, like, okay, they're connected up there, so we're good down here. And then, like I said too, I mean, we can run, you know, like those two little connectors I usually use for like my wheel lights, like
I know
a plug and
what
play.
you're talking about. Yeah.
We could run something like that, just so that they're not, you know.
Something nice. Where should we put the switches at?
Huh?
Where should we put the switches at?
I mean, to be honest, we can make like, you know, we can make all them little like push button switches.
Yeah,
like
I want the one with yeah, you know what's one. Yeah, I
yeah,
want them.
Like those we can put. Those we can put like, we can make like a little switch panel or something to be able to do that, so that you'd be able to have, you know, like we could do it up front or something like that, and then just have it to where we can wire all that other stuff to it.
Oh, can you cut that bracket? Cause that shit low key had me. Yeah, that shit low key had me nervous on the way here.
Oh yeah.
That one that's falling off.
Yeah.
And I guess we could just do that when we do everything else. I don't know. It just make more sense.
You gonna try to get some different wheels?
Oh yeah, for sure. Between time. Well, we're gonna see how everything play out.
Yeah.
Cause I still want to get my lift, so we're gonna see.
That's the only thing that sucks about the wheels like that.
That probably should be my 2 main priorities on this build right now. Which is probably wheels and the 8s. Toast. This gonna be sitting anyway. This is officially a straight build content truck. Dang, Brent, this about to be a project. It's about to be a project. Starting it up. It's just the beginning. Back at the crib. It's super hot, guys. Super hot. But show y'all the headliner. It's about to be a long process. Long process. And I seen somebody talking junk on my video, talking about my truck look crazy and I got wheel lights. Well, how about this? I was talking to Brent, because y'all see the last video. These videos are like, don't be dropping. If you know, you know. But the videos don't. If you don't know, the videos don't be dropping as soon as I record them. Like, more than likely, it's a couple weeks out. Like, I never really drop when, like, I recorded, like, just know the videos don't be, like, right when I drop. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta find a new paint man. I seen somebody made that comment talking about my truck. We ain't got the truck done yet, mainly because we gotta find a new paint man. Dog ain't at the shop no more, so we gotta find a new paint man. So with that, we don't know when the body work gonna be getting done. But that don't mean just because my body work ain't done that it's gonna stop. It's gonna stop the show. You know what I'm saying? So we get the headliner done, we getting the inside done, and when we figure out the paint shop situation, we'll figure it out. But I'm thinking we probably can go to Brent dude, but I'm iffy because they had an issue where somebody stole something, and I ain't with that, and I ain't even gonna get on that topic. But yeah, like, yeah, it's getting done. He didn't take these pieces out yet because he wanted to go ahead and do the headliner first. We decided we're going to put 8s. That's the official decision. We're going to put 8s in the headliner. We're not going to do 6.5s or do 10s or anything like that. We're going to go ahead and put 2 8s in the headliner. All depending on how I guess it's the ohm or the big battery, whatever you want to call it. Depending on how big that part is, then that's going to all depend on if we need to do like a molding or something. And I don't want to do like a bracket or anything like that. Like, I want it to be flush, guys. Like, I want everything to be flush. Like, I want you to be able to take your hands around the curves. See that stink bug right there? I want to be able to take your hand around the curve and the suede. Like, I don't want to be no split, like as if this was connected. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want everything to flow when it comes to the speakers in the headliner. I'm trying to decide if you ever seen it before, when people do like molding with speakers and stuff, they'll put like LEDs or like an LED strip around the speaker. I'm still deciding on that, or if I'm gonna just keep it player and do it simple and just do stars and just not do LEDs. I don't know if I really want to do that. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I kind of want to keep it player. If I could have the speakers flush and then have the stars with it, I kind of want to keep it like that. I feel like it'd be gangster like that, guys. Like, I feel like it'd be hard. Like, but I'm gonna think on that. I got a little bit of time to think about it. A little bit of time, and then I gotta figure out what's going on with the sunroof and why it's open back here. So now we got time to figure that out. I might talk to Brandon. I forgot to talk to Brandon about looking at this real quick, but it looks like this mount right here might be able to come off so I can see inside behind all of this. But we definitely gonna talk to Brandon about that because I gotta do my brakes on here too, and I want to do my engine bay. So the build is really like, it's really about to turn into a build, guys. Like, it's really turning into a build. Like, we got to get all the body work done and stuff. Yes, but I promise you, we're gonna get it done. Everything's gonna get done. It's turning into an official build. Y'all see the BMW. BMW is just a little daily for right now, but I'm dang sure we're gonna put some rims on here, so y'all stay tuned for that, and some tint because I'm tired of people staring at me and that sun be beaming, boy. But I gotta figure out what's going on with this headlight because for some reason it keeps sliding out. Don't know why. It's not broke or nothing. Gotta get a front bumper. Gonna work on that in between time. And I was telling Brent, eventually, once we get to doing the door panels, we get to doing all of this, and suede, I'm probably gonna leave my truck at his house for the first time. So make sure y'all stay tuned. I'm gonna end the video here. If you enjoyed it, drop all your comments and down below on everything y'all think, and if you're excited, also let me know what y'all think. I recorded this video in 1080p. I didn't record in 4K, so because most people can't watch stuff in 4K, so I recorded in 1080p. Most people don't even know how to change the resolution when you're watching the video, so I'm recording in 1080p because that's the standard setting. So let me know what y'all think about that, if you're willing to get in the comments, and let me know. But appreciate y'all, appreciate the support. It's super hot outside. I'm about to go in and get some AC for the first time in hours since I woke up. And love y'all, like I said, appreciate the support. We got to go on a photography session. Bad, we ain't done that in a minute. But y'all stay tuned for everything that's coming our way. I promise you, we cooking. This winter, we about to go crazy, guys. We about to go crazy. Just stay tuned. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Peace.